Kelly with Dairy Margin Tracker. I'm sure you've heard the term feed efficiency. It's been bouncing around the industry for the last few years. Got a much needed improvement a couple years ago when we started talking about it in the basis of energy corrected milk. So as the discussion about lowering our carbon footprint goes forward, that's going to be a big walk. Feed efficiency is going to start coming, is going to come to the forefront again. So that's one place where we can maybe manage our carbon footprint is by optimizing our feed efficiency. So feed efficiency. It's a nice number. We all know how to get there, but how do you track that number? So that's where Dairy Margin Tracker comes in. All right. Our goal as a company has been to automatically collect information on your dairy farm to build up reports so you can spend your time interpreting the data from your dairy farm and making decisions on how to improve rather than collecting data. So I'd like to highlight one report on our system. There's quite a few other ones, but this is the one I want to talk about. So starting from the left side, there's raw pounds of milk per cow per day. Next in line is pounds of butterfat per cow per day, protein per cow per day, followed by the combination of butterfat and protein, then energy corrected milk, then feed efficiency. I want to reiterate the fact that everything in this report was gathered automatically. There was nobody that sits down in front of their computer in an Excel spreadsheet and enters a bunch of data. We're pulling information off other software on your farm to generate this report so you can use the report, not worry about entering the data. So what does it take to use Dairy Margin Tracker on your farm? For starters, $75 a month for a subscription. Okay? We pull data from your milk processor, your herd management software, and your feed management software to put these reports together. So what if you don't have feed management software? We put together another piece of software called the Feed Tool. Feed Tool is a web-based replacement for paper feed sheets. Think about them as an electronic feed sheet. Your nutritionist can log onto the website and update your rations from wherever he is. Your feeder, using his phone, can log onto our website. He puts in the pen counts for the pen he wants to feed and makes the bunk adjustment depending on how he wants to do that, and then he generates his feed sheet. So at that point, we've got pen count, we've got pounds of dry matter fed, and we have some cost information. There's no equipment to buy. That's one big benefit. But when your nutritionist generates his feed sheet, then that's where we collect pen counts, dry matter intake, and feed cost data that will then get used in the tracker tool to gather your feed efficiency. So what's it take to use the feed tool? There's no equipment to buy. It's just a $50 a month subscription fee to our service and 15 minutes to get to know how the system works, and you're up and going. It's just that simple. So I just want to summarize this with 3 points. First off, this discussion about your carbon footprint, that's coming. Whether we like it or not, that's heading our way, and we're going to have to learn to deal with that. Second consideration is Dairy Margin Tracker can help you track your income over feed cost and your feed efficiency and your dry matter intake to better get out in front of this discussion that we're going to have with our carbon footprint. The third point I wanted to make, all of these changes have to cash flow. You have to be able to afford them. So with Dairy Margin Tracker, in addition to tracking our feed efficiency, we also track income over feed costs. So you can better monitor the changes on your farm to make sure that they pay. Because remember, it's the margin that matters. So if you like what you heard here and you want some more information, there's 2 ways you can get a hold of me. Go to the website, www.dairymargintracker.com. There's a contact form on the website, goes right to my email. Second method is kelly@dairymargintracker.com. And thirdly, you can call or text 517-605-7278. I'd love to talk to you.